Kako, everyone. Welcome to all. My name is Malia, and I'm a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. While we're waiting for everyone to get in and get settled, now is a good time to grab anything that you need to get comfortable or get ready to move. Maybe that's a glass of water or something hydrating to drink. Also, if you want to wear some stretchy clothes or a t-shirt or anything comfortable for you to do some light movement in, you're more than welcome to do that as well, as we begin to use Hawaiian dance culture and our ancestral knowledge, our own customs and traditions as a way of healing. So welcome everybody. We'll give everyone just a moment to get in and get ready. Remember, you do want something hydrating to drink and something comfy to move in. While we're waiting for everyone to get settled, I will introduce myself. Again, my name is Malia. I'm a community healer here at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives of Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities and also victims of crime. This video is an excellent way to be able to relax, find some inner peace, connect to ourselves and also to our land space or the earth. You can also join me every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. for our Reflections and Resilience videos, where we will always start our day with positive intentions. We will always breathe, stretch, and honor, as always, our ancestral teachings, our customs, and our traditions. Let me take a moment here to just give people some more time to get in, and while they are, I'll fill you in as to what we're going to do this afternoon. This is actually, for the season, our very last Healing Through Hula and Hawaiian Culture video for our Wellness Fridays. We are going to take a break, but no worries, all the videos that have been posted previously on our Friday 12:30 Hawaiian Culture and Dance videos for healing are always available on our HIR Wellness Institute Facebook page, which you can just click on the video tab when you get into the HIR Wellness page, and you will find literally hundreds and hundreds of videos by every one of our team members, including wellness meditation, trauma-informed meditation and yoga, Hawaiian Dance and Culture, as well as lots of other amazing programs, so do feel free to check them out. Today on this video, we'll start by blowing conch, and I'll do a chant and blessing for us. Then we'll get into some stretching, and movement is a way of peace, relaxation, and healing in a very specific Hawaiian way. We're going to use traditional basic Hawaiian dance moves. And after that, we'll do some more chanting for you to set our intentions for the weekend. Finally, before we go, I will also share the lunar phase that we're in according to my ancestral teachings, known as Keala Okamahina, or the native Hawaiian lunar calendar. Alright, relatives. I'm going to go ahead and pause my music for a moment. I'm going to blow conch for us, and I'm also going to chant. The reason I'm blowing conch is in the honor of the beginning of our dance session. This really is a great way to connect to our spirit and our ancestry. Even if you're not a native Hawaiian, that is okay. We honor all cultures, all tribes, all nations, clans, chiefdoms, whoever you are, whatever color of the rainbow. This is a safe place for you to honor and celebrate what your traditions are. I share my Hawaiian culture with you all in hopes that if it is something that feels good to you, if it's something that helps connect you to spirit, it is mine to give. When I blow the conch, I'm going to blow in 4 directions. While I'm doing that, I invite you to deep breathe. And you can set your intentions for the day. And as we breathe, you can breathe in through the nose for a count of 4, and you can exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. It's a good time when these chants are happening to just really focus within. Try and still the mind. just allow the beats or the sound of the shell to evoke feelings of peace. And also, it may be a moment for you to consider what it is that you are going to do for the remainder of the weekend or the remainder of the day in order to find some moments of peace and wellness in your own life. All right, relatives, here I go. I'm going to chant now to ask permission to enter a space in order for us to dance. And when we do this chant, it really quite is declaring that we will be in a space that is sacred, a space that we belong to, a space that is our right as dancers and as people to cross, a place that allows us to be safe while we dance. Ka papa ue o koikini alai ai lai no no na lo ka ipuha ka laula mo ka o ka pai mai pai ka leo he uli ka hea mai all right, now's a good time. We're going to take our socks off. It's always great to dance hula barefoot. It really does help connect us to our land space and our environment. Also, it helps with the transfer of energy from the earth. We can receive that energy through our feet, and we call that universal energy mana. I'm going to start some music after I remove my socks, and we can drink some water, get into our stretch, and then our basics. I go ahead and adjust my camera here, get the music going.
Telling your stories to me. Won't you dance for me?
All right, relatives.
Under the moonlight.
Okay. We're going to start with the surfers now. Feet are shoulder width distance apart. We're going to go ahead with that stretch and roll those hands forward.
Like
Really we're going to loosen up every part of the body. Get it nice and warm.
the sun,
Nice and
there
easy here. Just a
warms my
couple more.
shore.
Last one, let's
You
go ahead and
lift
roll
my
those hands
heart
back.
in
If you like, you can do one hand at a time like this.
Stay
Almost like a
with
back
me
stroke.
forevermore.
But I like doing one hand at a time. Two in one kind of deal. All right. We're going to go ahead and take our hands out, reach out, and reach down to the floor. Bending the knees. You can see me from the side here. And bend. And down. Bend.
Your hands will show me the rain,
One more.
the
And down.
wind and the sea.
One more.
You're looking so lovely,
Soften the knees as we bend
telling
down
your
and
stories
as we
to
bend
me.
forward. Weights in the back of the heels.
Havana.
Last one, let's go ahead and move our The point of this is we're just moving our core from side to side, warming up that center. Side
Down
to
in
side.
Waikiki.
For 4, 3. Keep that belly tight and chest open. 2. And last one, we're still staying here with the core. Bring the hands forward, palms up. See the nice solid intention here. The feet are somewhat distance apart. The weight is, the knees are bent, the weight is in the heels. Focusing on the center here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's go ahead and bring one arm across. Reaching, keeping that palm upwards towards the ceiling as we bend the waist, going from side to side. For 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Let's go ahead and circle those arms forward. Small circles. It's raining outside, guys. Raining outside, relatives. All right, let's go ahead and bring one arm across. Stretching the shoulder, rolling the wrist. You can move those hips from side to side. Other side, extending out. All right, let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. Roll. 4 more. For 4. Use that weight in the heels. 3, 2. Last one, we're going to go ahead and bring the arms up overhead. We're going to bend one elbow, stretching the tricep. Inhale and exhale, inhale. And other side, exhale. Oh, I heard a little crack here. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to shake it out. We're going to go ahead and reach now towards the floor. If you need to bend your knees, you can to modify it. And you also, if you can't reach the floor, that's okay. Just go ahead and go as far as you can. But you do want to keep that back straight. So keeping the back straight. Bend your knees if you need to. Slowly rising on up. We're going to step out to one side. Pointing those toes. Let me move the camera so you can see my feet. We're going to point the toe towards one side of the room. And we're going to go ahead and reach down forward, keeping the chest open. Coming back to center. Reaching towards the floor. Stretching those hamstrings. Woo, feels good. Walking over to the other side. Now we're going to point the toe to the other side. A lot of hamstring bends here. Coming back to center. Hands above the knees, slowly rising on up, one vertebra at a time. Let's go ahead. Step one foot out. We're going to stretch the inner thigh here by leaning into one side. And the other side, stepping out, stretching the inner thigh. Coming back to center, we're going to go ahead and stepping back. See the top of our toes, the top of our foot is towards the floor. The sole of my foot is pointing upwards. Just stretching the ankle here. Alright, we're going to get into a wide stance for a final stretch of the hips and legs. We're going to go ahead and step out far right, step out far left. We're going to sit into a wide squat here. Keep that tummy tucked, the chest is open, the shoulders are down and back. Tailbones aim towards the floor. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and let's rise on that. Okay, we're going to get into our hula basics. I'm just going to move the camera back just a little few inches here. Alright, let's get into our basic dance motions. And with that, I just want to say that these basics we're going to do are very, very much the alphabet and the foundations of our hula language. In the hula school, in my school village, I teach approximately 20 dance motions. We'll go over about half a dozen of them or so today. You can always put your hands on your heads if you like, with fists or with 4 fingers in front of one belly back. The shoulders are down and relaxed. The chest is open. The tummy is tight. We're going to begin with our two-step. We're going nice fluid hip motion. Step, 2, 3, and step. Step together, step. Step together, step. And we're going right together, right tap left together, left tap right. Couple more. And last set.
I can recall the way.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our feet in a V, heels close together, toes pointed out. Sitting in the heels so you can see the knees are bent. Your chest is open, shoulders going back, knees straight. We're going to bring both arms up to the sides, straight wrist, elbows up. And we're going to bring our hips around, clockwise and counterclockwise motion. Notice how the upper body is completely still. It's from the waist down where you see the movement. The weights in the heels. And we're going to first foot. Those are straight, chest open, elbows up, 3, 2. Let's reverse. Here we go, other side. Counterclockwise. Weight in the heels. Complete circles with the hips all the way around. For 4, 3, 2, and let's come over. Step together, step, tap. Join me, you can dance with me. Feet together, tap. Step together, step, tap. Last set, right and left. And we'll go back to the knees. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's on your hips counterclockwise. Heels together, toes up. 4, 3, 2. Let's reverse clockwise now. Left hip. For 4. Keep those wrists straight. Elbows up. Final 2. Last one. Let's come over. And left. To the right. And to the left. Let's go ahead and hula. We're going to bring our right foot out, place it in front of us, flat on the ground, and then bring it back. As we do that, we're going to switch. The weight is still on the back foot. Bringing the opposite foot out and in. Let me adjust the camera so you can see my feet. So, right foot out, flat foot in. Left foot out, flat foot us, bring it in. Notice how the weight's on the back foot. The hips are swaying from side to side. The chest is open. 4. Weights on the back foot. Both knees are bent. Left foot comes in flat. And a couple more on each side. Bring that foot out flat in front of you. What you want to avoid is you don't want your head height bouncing like this. You want the knees bent the whole time. So the head height stays the same. This move is called the hula. Shake it out. Gonna roll up the wrist here. All right, I want to do some hand motions. You can sit on a chair or you can even sit on the floor if you like. This is hula noho motions that we're gonna do. Hula is strongly rooted in the grace of our body and hands. So let's go ahead and do some hand motions. We're gonna start by bringing those arms straight across the body, elbows up, wrists are straight. Keep those thumbs tucked and not splayed. So you want them nice and soft, almost like a turtle shell. Chest is open. We're gonna wave and bring the palms up to one corner, wave, and bring the palms up to the other corner. Give out and in, give out and in. Now we're gonna tell the story. Yesterday we had a beautiful occasion Well, one of our board members at the HIR Wellness Institute came to give some training, and also we gave him some gifts. So we're going to give him the gift of the lei. We're going to bring the hands out, up, over, behind, and giving the lei. Again, bring the lei up and over as we give the lei. Let's try it to the other side. Bring the hands up, palms up, behind the neck as we're putting on that lei and giving it out. Bring your hands out, up, behind. Give out to one corner, palms down, palms up. Bring the hand over behind the neck and give to the other side. Keep those elbows up. Give that lei. Out to one corner, in, palms down, palms up, over, and out, in. Let's do that set one more time. Taking the one corner to the right, the lei, adorning the body with the lei, and other side. Let's go ahead and rest just for a minute. Roll out the shoulders, readjust how you need to. All right, let's go ahead and talk about blooming flower blossoms. As we pick the flowers, elbows are away from the body. We press down to pick up the blossoms and let them open. Down, up, open. Opening these flower blossoms. And the reason I chose this motion today for blooming flower blossoms is that we're in the moon called hula. And this is a very beautiful action as we're describing a perfect moon phase for the planting of flowers. Also, our flowers may be blooming very, very well right now, and may be a good time to pick our harvest. Not only that, not just our flowers, but also many of our vegetables and fruits are ready for harvesting as well. Two more. And last one. All right, let's go ahead, bring the hands back to center. We're gonna give out that lei, palms up, and extend it out to one corner, palms down. Bring the palms up, elbows are up, we bring the arm over, and to the other side. Here we go, extending, we're presenting a lei to an honored guest. As we give out all of our love and aloha, up and over. All right, now the blossoming flowers, bring those palms down and up, open the blossoms. From the side you can see it, letting the blossoms open. Back to center, let's take it to the other corner, and down. Palms up, picking and letting the flowers blossom. From center to corner, center, and back to the other corner. One more set on each side. Let those blossoms open. Back to center. And to the last one, to the center. Resting those arms for a moment. Rolling the shoulders. I feel a little bit tightness in my shoulder. I was carrying really heavy grocery bags. So I'm going to just roll it out for a second. If you're feeling any discomfort anywhere, feel free to give it some attention and love. Maybe it's through a stretch. Maybe it's through a little bit of self-massage. Just for a moment. So we have a very interesting thing that's happening outside right now. We have clouds. So I want to demonstrate a way that we can really just tell a story with our hands based on what I'm seeing outside. So it's looking like there's a lot of puffy clouds. So I'm going to back up just so you can see me a little bit more. I'm moving my hands up and over and back. See how I'm moving with the wrist? The fingers are staying close together. It's cloudy outside for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, let's try it again. Keep that chest open. Looking up at the beautiful clouds that you're making, that you can see them outside. There's clouds all the way across the sky. I've seen them now, they're gorgeous, but they're very dark. But interestingly enough, I also see a sun. So let's make a rising sun. Let's try it again. The clouds. 2, 3, 4. Let's do the sun. Again, clouds from one side to the other, and the sun. Couple more here for 4. Follow the eyes to the hands, eyes to the hands. 3 more, making the clouds, and the sun. Final 2. And what we're doing here, relatives, Hawaiian dance motion as a way of wellness and peace. So really for relaxation. And last one, just illustrating what I see outside in the sky. It's very cloudy and sunny. Let's go ahead and rest the shoulders, rest the arms, roll it out, whatever you need, taking a moment. Okay, I see off in the distance, it looks like there's rain clouds coming. So I'm going to go ahead and illustrate this. We can do it together. We can honor the rain together. Or bringing the hands across. And slightly, you see how my fingers are just very slight, none of this, not real dramatic or anything, but just slightly moving the finger. You can see that how I'm gently moving the fingertips, keeping the thumb and fingers upwards, and I'm going to move like it's a gentle rain across on the diagonal. And the reason I'm doing that is because outside I can see the rain clouds, and they look like they're coming across on the diagonal. It's very beautiful to see. Let's try the other side, bringing it up to the other angle, on the horizontal here, and we can just reverse. Set it for more, here we go. 4. And opposite, follow the eyes to the hands. Allow your body and spirit to stay open, expressing with love and gentleness. Combine. Remember, we were talking about the clouds. So let's go ahead and do the clouds. Well, here's what I see outside. Big, puffy, dark clouds. Yet the sun is still there. And even though the sun is there, we can also see the rain. Let's try that from the top. The clouds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bringing the hands down and up to meet the sun. I can see the sunrise. And even though there's sun, we can see the rain and the difference in the distance. All right, resting and rolling out that shoulder, rolling out the wrist. All right, let's go ahead and combine all the motions that we learned today. So we did a few things. The first thing that we did was giving out the lei. Yesterday we had a beautiful visitor here and we presented this person with a lei. So that is from the heart. We bring the palms up and over as we're adorning with the lei. We give so much gratitude. Palms up and back. Palms up and back. Yesterday, the moon was in the hula, the blossoming flowers. We're going to open up the flowers as we bring the fingers down, picking those blossoms and letting them come up from center to corner, back to center, and the opposite corner. Right now we see these beautiful clouds. 2, 3, 4, bringing the hands down and up to make the sun, which we see out there. And despite the sun, we also see the rain. Let's try that whole set from the top. Bringing out, coming up, and over. Adorning with the lei, giving our gratitude, coming back to center, giving our love to the other side. We're going to go ahead now and demonstrate the blossoming of the flowers, the opening of the blossoms, and now we're going to go ahead and bring the hands up to demonstrate the clouds. 2, 3, 4, making that shining sun, and then bringing the rain across. When we're finished right here, we're going to go ahead and bring our hands back to center, elbows up, chest is open, and a smile on the face.
And I no longer can it seem.
How'd that feel, relative?
Last night I dreamt I was with you.
I hope that felt good. I hope it gave you a sense of relaxation. Go ahead and give yourself a sip of water or tea or whatever you need.
But I feel you won't be like
I want to take a moment to check in, relatives, and see how you're doing. How's it been going today? How's your week been? Feel free to comment. We have our Community Engagement and Indigenous Affairs Director, Jamie Kellycutt, with us. Today is a beautiful day outside. It's very warm here in southeastern Wisconsin. And although I am feeling very physically tired today, I feel good in the mind, I feel good in the heart today. But I cannot honestly wait to sleep in I don't know, I say I'm going to sleep in. I don't know if I actually will, but tonight when I go to bed, I'm hoping that I sleep in at least until 8 would be awesome. I would love that. It's my opportunity. It is Wellness Friday. Tonight we also have Jamie Kellycutt will be on around 3:30. She usually comes on to do a focus on resilience and recovery. And even if you aren't in recovery, these are beautiful videos. Jamie brings a lot of heart and spirit and does a lot of things like smudging, reflecting, and it's just a beautiful piece. So if you're looking for some more relaxation today, some more reflection, do join Jamie today at around 3:30 today. All right, relatives, I want to tell you what moon phase we're in today before I take the last half of the time here on this video to do some chanting for you. We're in the moon phase, which is called, what moon phase are we in today? We are in Mohalu today, and this is the blossoming of the flowers. This is a fantastic period as we're now in what we call the poi poi, or the growing moon phase. You actually are able to be in a time, we just crossed over into a time that is very productive, very fruitful. So if you have goals, projects, things that you've been waiting for the right time to get started and get moving in a way of action, this is our time. This weekend will absolutely be a beautiful weekend to support that. So whatever you do this weekend, if you got some extra energy, take a look at the moon, and that might be part of the reason. All right, relatives, I want to spend the last moments that we have together here doing our culture, doing this Hawaiian Dance and Culture video to chant for you. Chanting, just like drum beats, really is a beautiful way to connect to the spirit, right? When we hear drum beats, our body fully recognizes that as something that's very grounding. And also, too, it reminds us of the heartbeat. It has that very consistent beat that really is healing to hear. So I'm going to do some chanting for you. While I chant, I invite you to set your intentions for the week, for the rest of the weekend, rather. So maybe there's some things that you want to do. Maybe there's some plans that you have. But whatever it is that you have in mind, we can take a moment right now to decide what it is that you want to do. Also, if there's anyone out there or any group of people or anything that's weighing on your mind that maybe you want to pray for balance, maybe to pray for peace or good health to somebody that you know and care about, whatever your positive intentions are, while I'm doing this chant, I invite you to take the time to reflect and to send that positive energy out there. This chant that I'm going to be doing is a chant about balance. It talks about the darkness and also the light, and how we as people have not only darkness in us, but we also have the light in us. It talks about the balance of people and the Creator. It talks about tragedy, and in spite of tragedy, sometimes the end result can be a sacrifice that's quite beautiful. In the case in this story, the tragedy is a woman who gives birth to a stillborn baby. The baby didn't survive, so she buries the baby, and up shoots a taro plant, which is a very, very important staple for traditional Hawaiian diets. And because she ate that taro shoot, where she buried her child. She became very healthy, and when she became pregnant again, she gave birth to a very healthy child, one of the first children in our Hawaiian stories, in our Hawaiian spirituality and teachings. And the final verse talks about not only what is before us, but what came after us, talking about our ancestors who are youth and our ancestors who are elders, and understanding our place and role. This song is all about balance. So take a moment to reflect while I'm chanting. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to send positive intentions out there to those that you love. Makuko. Ai, au hea waleoe, kamalio kapo. Au hea waleoe, kamalio kapo. E au iyo, kamalio ke awa ke a kalani. Papa ka hunua, no ka luna ko luna, no ka lalo ko lalo. I want to say mahalo nui loa for joining me for this season of hula and dance on our Wellness Fridays. We will be back sometime in the fall season to offer more programs. In the meantime, do check out our Monday through Friday 8 a.m. Resilience and Reflections, where we all together can practice community-activated medicine, where we focus on ourselves and each other as the people being the medicine. Mahalo nui loa, thank you so much. Ma'alama pono I kokino, take good care of your body. Aloha nui, much love. And before we go, there is a community survey that's linked to this video. Please do take a moment to click on the survey. It asks just a few questions, and it helps us understand how best to serve our relatives. Ahui hoa kuno, aloha, see you all later. Much love, aloha.